Sometimes you hear stories about people actually starting a moving company with no truck or van and a little money, and you're kind of surprised. Like you kind of ask yourself, is it even possible? And I'm here to tell you that it is possible. Not only is it possible, it is highly profitable. Okay, there is a strategy you need to follow. There is a process you need to go through. If you're trying to have a moving company with no truck or a cargo van or a sprinter van, and you don't have to spend a lot of cash, also, okay. So here's the overview I really want you to pay attention to. You got to ask yourself, are you willing to do this as a part on a part-time basis or full-time basis? Because the whole thing is that, you don't have to do this full-time. I mean, you can actually have your regular 9 to 5, or you can have another cargo van business on the side and actually start your moving company with no truck or van, okay? But it's important to understand exactly what time commitment you are trying to put into the whole thing. Do you want to, let's say, do you want to commit 20% of your time, 40%? Which means what? It means that if you are willing to commit 20% or 40%, if you're not really fully into the business, you need to outsource part of it, or you need to have associates, you need to have business partners, okay? But this is really important because a moving business requires some follow-up. You have an entire constellation of administrative tasks that you need to pay attention to. So if you're not there, you need to have somebody who's really on top of things. This is really important. Okay. Now, anybody with a truck or van can start a small weekend moving company to supplement his or her income. So what I'm trying to say here is that you don't have to do this full time. You can do this on the weekend. The same way people drive for Uber on the side. You can actually, if you have a truck or van, you can start a small weekend moving company. And the thing is that, it really depends on how far you want to go. Okay. And you can do this for, let's say, 6 hours on Saturday. You can do 12 hours on Saturday and just relax on Sunday, or you can do Saturday and Sunday. Okay. And it's all about you actually finding the right niche whereby you can haul furniture items around town. Okay. You don't have to drive distances too. You don't have to drive a lot. You can drive around town. Again, you're hauling what? Little furniture items. You're hauling things here and there. People have flea markets. Sometimes if there is a flea market in the area, they will need a cargo van or a truck to sort of haul all the items. So those are the kind of a niche items, the niche industries or the niche sectors you want to position yourself into. Okay, so you have to make a decision. The very first thing I want you to think is, do you want to do it on a part-time basis or a full-time basis? And you don't need to actually have a full truck. Okay, you don't have to. You can actually use your existing truck just for this business on the side. Let me give you a few pro tips that will also actually enlighten you a lot more. See, what we talk about here is that before you start your moving company without truck or van and little money, you need to understand a few things. By the way, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here. We love having this sort of convo every now and then in terms of how do you make money delivering items around town. How do you make money hauling loads? So there are some skills that are required if you want to succeed in this industry. If you want to have a successful moving company without truck or van and little money, you need to actually have an analytical skill. You need to be diligent. Okay, you need to actually have good health. This is really important. Now, don't get me wrong. You don't need to be a muscle man to be able to operate your small moving company. People are thinking, well, you got to look at like Arnold Schwarzenegger when he was in his prime. No, you don't have to have like a six-pack or whatever. No, even a team of 2 moderately athletic men can move couches or other furniture pieces. Any team can haul items if they are in general good health and have good weight distribution skills. Okay. Now, I'm not saying that you have to be overweight also, or you have to be out of shape. No, but you just have to maintain, just be there in the middle. Okay. And so you also have to think about startup expenses. This is really important. Now, startup expenses, you don't have to spend a lot of cash. Again, we're talking here about something you do on the side, right? So you can spend like maybe $100. Okay. If you already own the van or pickup truck, then you only need to spend $100 or $250. Okay. And the thing is that what we're talking about in terms of your initial expenses, we're speaking about the initial tank of gas and a possible investment in ropes, things like ropes. Those are important. Ties and moving blankets. Okay. If you will not have much help, then consider buying a dolly as well. Okay, so while many startup endeavors require advertising expenses, it's really easy to promote your startup moving company for free. Okay, you can actually go on sites like Craigslist, for example. You can use Google Profile and whatnot. Okay, you can even just like you can even speak with your local IKEA and leave flyers with them. Okay, contact furniture stores and discuss how you could deliver furniture pieces to their customers. In terms of monthly revenue, you're talking about 700 to 1,000 per month. That's on the part-time side. In terms of monthly expenses, you're looking at 100 to $200 per month. Okay, so it's really it's a very lucrative opportunity. Now, let me give you the approach that we have actually been telling our own customers. Okay, so how do you actually get customers when you start a moving company with no truck and blah blah blah? Okay, by the way, I want to quickly remind you to this topic. What are we talking about here? What are we? I'm trying to contextualize the conversation here. We need to. I'm discussing with you how to start a moving company without truck or van. Okay, what are the key things you need to pay attention to? Okay, and you need to understand that getting customers for your moving company is really important. I just told you that you need to you can actually canvass all the local furniture stores, including IKEA, and just propose your services. Okay, and basically you need to make sure that you do things offsite, but also offline, but also online. Offline, you have to talk around, you have to print flyers which you can distribute. You can go to all places where you believe that your moving services might be needed. Just go and just drop your flyers there. Okay, be courteous though. Don't try to really push people over or push, like, don't try to be rude or anything. Just be courteous, be polite, and ask very politely, can I just drop my flyer here? Okay. And one thing you can do also, you can actually plaster around your truck your own services. So when you drive around town, people will see that you actually also deliver you can also help them for moving purposes. Okay, this is really good. And also try to have your company listed on Google. This will help you a lot. A lot of moving companies, when they start doing this on part-time or full-time, they don't think about the importance of Google My Business. This is so important. The funny thing is, a lot of people, when they are about to move, they just go to Google and type, moving company near me. Imagine if you had properly set up your Google My Business, what kind of organic reach, what kind of organic traffic you would derive just through a very simple thing. So this is really, really important. If you're listening to me right now, you want to think of it very importantly, and you want to make sure that you set up your Google My Business profile real quick and properly. Okay, so here are the steps I want you to follow. So if you want to start a moving company without a truck or a van, and you want to make money, and you don't have a lot of money, but you want to make money from the get-go, it's really important to always create a detailed business plan. Okay, it's very important. You want to explain what your moving company without truck or van is about, and you don't have to spend a lot of cash on a business plan. No. With $100, you can get a very portable, a very powerful business plan. Just go on sites such as Fiverr, sites such as Upwork. Okay, if you need us to actually advise you, we'll certainly advise you. Not a problem. Okay, just drop us a question below. We'll certainly let you know. Okay, and the thing is that you need to actually explain this, because your future customers will want to know more about the business. And push comes to shove. If you need to get funding to expand your business, you might need to have a business plan anyways. Okay, so this is really important. So besides the business plan, try to work on your marketing plan. Okay, so you want to explain to yourself and also to lenders and how you intend to expand your business by actually promoting your business. Make sure you choose a name for your moving business. Now you can start, you can actually start on your own. You can start it as a sole proprietorship. Not a problem with that. However, if you really want to move up the ladder at some point, I will strongly advise you to actually have a real business. Okay, even if you are one person show, if you are one person show, you can still have a single member LLC. You can still have a business, but it's really important because you are trying to, a lot of things can happen in a moving business. So you really need to cover your ass. You need to protect your ass. Okay, it's really important. So get the proper insurance. Also, this is another element of the risk management. Apparatus that you need to have, so that should something were to go wrong, you know that you are safe. Okay, I mean, you never know, right? If something goes wrong and you're safe, it seems a little contradictory, but you know what I mean. You just want to make sure that you are able to again cover your ass. This is important. And one thing I also want to say here is that when we talk about business plan, please make sure that you include in the business plan all the other moving companies in your area, because moving is a very local sort of niche. So make sure that you know about your rivals too. The next thing I want you to do here is to decide on your moving company's legal structure. By the way, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. What are we talking about? We're still having a convo about how to actually start a moving company without truck or van, and how to actually make money from day one. Okay, what are the tricks? What are the hacks that you need to have? The thing is that when we talk about your business's legal structure, you need to understand that your moving company can be, I just said it before, but it can be an LLC, it can be an S corporation, it can be a C corporation, it can be an LP, it can be anything. But please do not make it remain a sole proprietorship. Okay, it's too dangerous. It is just too dangerous to live it that way. Okay, this is really important. And when we talk about, let's say when we talk about the proper legal structure, make sure you follow what the state is asking for. Okay, for example, if you have an LLC, just make sure that you are able to file the appropriate paperwork, including your articles of organization, your certificate of good standing, also which you should get from the state. And so those are little things that you might think they're not interesting, but you need to do them. If you don't do them, you are in trouble. Okay. And after that, you want to open a business bank account for your moving company. Okay. It doesn't matter even if you are a sole proprietorship, you can still open a business account. And at some point, if you see your business develop, let's say things are just growing, and you see opportunities here and there, you can try to look for funding. This is totally possible. Okay, it's totally possible, because you will need funding to buy things like moving equipment such as ropes, hand trucks, boxes, tape, moving blankets, and packing materials. You might need to buy fuel. I mean, not might. You will need to buy fuel and other vehicle expenses. You have personal safety items like gloves and back braces. Okay, and then you have insurance coverage. What I'm trying to say here is that you need to actually pay attention to your cash inflows and cash outflows, and make sure that you're constantly talking to the right person. Okay, so this is really important. This is really important when it comes to getting a business loan for a moving company. Okay, this is really important. And I just want to say, to close on this, that you need to always look for the best opportunities in people. Okay. Let me quickly talk to you about another thing that you really need to have here, and you need to get the permits and licenses you need. Okay, now depending on where you actually start your moving company, you will need to have permits and licenses, especially because, see, anytime you're actually dealing with consumers, you need to have business licenses. Okay, and especially if you want to operate legally. So you need to know whether you need federal licenses and local and state licenses. Okay, normally let's say you file your paperwork with the authorities, and once you get your certificate of good standing from the state, they should let you know which licenses and permits you need to have. Okay, and at that point, so once you get the necessary permits and licenses, you need to actually register. You need to actually hire employees, because you might start by yourself. Let's say you just start with yourself, and you're just taking care of like some orders here and there. But at some point, when you start growing, you need to think about having the right staff. This is really, really important. And it's important because you want to spend time making sure that you are hiring proper people into your company. Okay, you want to have the right people into your company. I mean, the right people. That's ill said, but you know what I mean. Now, you need to have the proper candidates. And the thing I want to say here is that if you have a moving company without truck or van and a little money, and you start, at some point, make sure that you are able to actually promote your business the proper way, because your future personnel might actually see you through the ads that through your promotional campaigns. If you do a good job at promoting your business, a lot of people will be interested in joining you. So this is a win-win for you anyway, right? And another thing I want to say here is that you want to constantly look at your rivals. So if you are hiring employees, make sure that you are able to hire employees who will help you actually fight off, or actually defend your territory, defend your turf vis-a-vis the rivals in the industry. So this is really important. So you don't hire just employees because you need to expand. You gotta hire employees strategically. So if you are a startup, there are some employees that you have to hire and promote and foster so that they don't actually feel like they're not needed in your company. Okay, this is really important. And another thing I want to say here is that when we talk about the permits and licenses you need, please make sure that you are getting confirmation from the state before canceling anything, or before yeah. So what I'm trying to say here is that you might be thinking, you might go on the website and say, here are the permits and licenses that a moving company, say in Illinois, needs. But if you don't actually talk to to state authorities, then you would never know what is actually legal here. The next thing I want you to do here is to get an EIN and pay taxes, okay? If you want to start a profitable company without truck or van, make sure you take care of that part. This is really important because you don't want to mess with the IRS anyway. But the thing is that it's just not really fair. Like, just pay your fair share of taxes, and you should be good to go. Another thing I want to say here is that you need to understand what's really important for you. So when we talk about getting an EIN and paying taxes, obviously it will take you probably like a few months to get your EIN, or you'll probably have an EIN already anyway. But the reason why you're not getting the proper traction here is that you need for your moving business is that you need to actually pay taxes and get the loan that you need to actually grow. Okay, and also try to get a good insurance policy. This is really important for your cargo van. If you are trying for your moving company without truck or van, if you're trying to survive in this industry, you need to have the proper insurance policy. Remember, the insurance is there to cover you for the unforeseen. Okay, and don't think because things are fine today that you will never get in trouble. This will happen. If it does happen, the cost is just too high for one person to handle. So this is why you have to think about the insurance. Okay, and also the insurance is good also for your clients. The insurance is giving your clients assurance that they are literally in good hands. Okay, and so when we talk about insurance for a moving company without truck or a van, you have general insurance. Okay, general liability insurance in case of accidents. You have auto insurance to cover your moving vehicle. Cargo insurance covers the items you are moving if they are damaged in the process of moving. This type of insurance provides you with a financial safety net. This is really fine, okay? You also have workers' compensation insurance in case of employee injury. Your state may have minimum requirements for your insurance coverage and types, so you should ask your insurance agent or a business a business attorney, okay? And if you are unsure about those minimums. So this is really important, okay? It's really important to have a clear idea about the type of requirements you have in terms of, in terms of the steps. If you were to start a moving company without the truck and van and succeed really fast today, those are really the steps you need to follow. Thank you.